going to try to go over things a little bit quicker than normal. I will be posting a devlog, and I'm thinking of recording a video on some of this stuff. But so I will go into more details, but I primarily want to jump in and get into playing with y'all. And speaking of that, I will right now quickly ping all the Vanguard in the Looking for Game channel, let them know that the playtest is back. But yeah, this build has a lot of changes. Most of the changes are actually invisible changes because my primary focus has been preparing for the persistent universe, in particular the server instancing. The main thing you may notice, but it's, you know, it might be unnoticeable, it's just the game running better, smoother. But since it was already running pretty good and pretty smooth, I don't know if you'll notice it, but behind the scenes there's been lots of optimization work. A lot of the code got some real serious love and cleaning, and actually there's more of it coming down the pipe. I purposely cut it off because what I'm afraid of is if I actually broke something, because whenever the more you change, the more chance. I don't think I broke anything. I think I did a really good job avoiding that, but if I did, if I changed too much in one build, it would be harder for me to narrow it down. So I have another set of sort of behind the scenes changes coming in the next build, which I'm excited to put in there. But overall, this should be the fastest, smoothest running version of the game yet. But yeah, let me ping the Vanguard pilots, and then I'm going to go over some of the more gameplay related changes. Those were more secondary stuff, but they're also more obvious from the outside, and they're probably more exciting from the point of view of the player rather than the programmer, right? So I'll go into that in a second. I'm going to ping Vanguard. Join us on voice chat. Sorry, how did I do this? For our first post-COVID playtest special. Okay, there, I pinged the Vanguard. Okay, let me join the server. I don't know what's up with my internet, but I have a hard time joining the New York server. I don't know if I have high packet loss or something. It's weird. Okay. If you guys could do me a favor and disconnect from New York and let me join first. I'm having a hard time joining servers once people already join them on this new network connection. Just weird. I wonder if this is a weird network bug that I happened to stumble across.
New York definitely, when I refresh it, it pops up last, despite it having not the highest ping.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I don't know if something's going on with it, but yeah, if you guys could temporarily just quickly disconnect and let me join first. Okay, perfect. Okay, go ahead and rejoin. Okay, so first thing, remember last playtest, I had introduced the support for the last sort of scheduled change for salvage for now, which is a really cool change, but it was broken. I tried to fix it midstream, but I didn't get to it. I did fix it, but then I got sick and I wasn't able to publish it. So this build has it. You can use your scanner array to shoot at wreckages, and then it will track wreckages for you, and it'll switch to them nearby based on line of sight and radar range. But it just makes salvage runs a lot nicer, makes it a lot easier to like switch between salvaging and combat, right? You could be salvaging, somebody attacks you while salvaging, switch back to combat mode, and then go back to your scope, and your scope will help you sort of continue where you left off. It works really nicely. I'll probably record a third salvage video on it, but I fixed the bug. It was a weird, spooky bug, but it's fixed. As part of optimization work, if you guys might, you guys might not notice this if I don't mention it, so I think I'll go ahead and mention it. I was asking myself, maybe I'll wait and see how long it takes for somebody to notice it, just to see how big of an impact it had. But if you look at the descriptions for SRS and LRM, they both got a small update. previously I had made it so you couldn't shoot down dumb rockets because it kind of made them really bad nose to nose. Now you can no longer shoot down SRS and LRM. I did that as an optimization because it happens so rarely, and the actual server cost of having to do all those additional work on the servers and on the clients just wasn't worth it in my opinion. With torpedoes, those will be targetable and you'll be able to shoot them down, but that's something I expect actually will play a much more, because how often when you're in a dogfight did you take the time to turn around and line up an LRM to shoot it, right? Not very often. So yeah, so they're not shootable down just like dumb rockets. Torpedoes will be targetable and shootable down. So that is still coming in. And that's just something I decided as I was cleaning up a bunch of code. Another really cool change. This is sort of a serendipitous thing. I changed so that basic rendering, if you have been flying with basic rendering, if you have that on, I'm going to teleport us all to Harvester Station. So I know you guys might be mid-fight, but I want to talk about this real quick. In Harvester Station before, if you switch to basic rendering in the graphics settings here, you would get rid of all the fog, which would make Harvester Station look pretty bad. Like, it would look kind of sad. It wouldn't like fade off into the distance like it does right now, which sells to the sort of being an atmosphere effect. And it really wasn't saving that much of a performance difference. It's not that expensive an effect. So now, even if you're doing basic rendering, you'll still get that fog effect, right? The other reason I did that is because there's this idea of having nebulas, especially in the open world, but even in a private instance where you're just playing sort of independent missions. We had this idea for nebula, and those will be using the fog effect not purely as a visual thing, but also let you know if you're inside of a nebula to purposely limit your vision distance. And if you could just get rid of that effect with changing your graphics settings, it's sort of cheating, right? And making it easier for you, and it also would make it impossible for you to tell if you're inside or outside of the nebula in a way too, so that would cause that problem. So that led me to this idea of adding a mission parameter called sensor nebula. I'm going to switch to a different location. This works in every location, but let's go to Old Blue, for example. In any location, you can turn on this sensor nebula effect, and I'll turn on right now, which basically creates a location-wide nebula. And if you saw the video that Box and I think Chungus uploaded before, where refit break. I'm gonna do match off, huh? Where they're flying in Harvester Station with like no HUD on. Think of this is sort of that effect, but inside of a nebula, right? You'll notice there's no HUD whatsoever. You still get the chat. You'll get the the mission parameters. But yeah, you fly by an enemy capital ship. There's no little markers. There's no home markers. And the only HUD effect, in fact, is just once you're within your target is within radar range, you do see a small little diamond, and it's smaller than the regular diamond you would get on untargeted friendlies or untargeted enemies. Just enough so that you could distinguish who you have targeted. But I purposely tuned it, even though it's there. Like if you're not in combat, you notice you can still visually lose track of the guy, and unlike the 3D targeting box, you're still having to look at the model to see which way their nose is pointing and which way they're rolling. So it's like the bare minimum above nothing at all, right? But yeah, there's no pips. The scanners are limited to 4 kilometers instead of the regular 8 kilometers. If you fly it far outside of 4 kilometers, even if you're not behind an asteroid, you'll break the target lock. Missiles, homing missiles are also affected by the nebula. But think this is the ultimate, no assist mode. And the idea is, in the open world, these nebulas could be, you could go in and out of it. So you could go mining inside of a nebula, or mining in an asteroid field that's not in a nebula, right? But if you fly out of the nebula, the effects go away. And in terms of E-War, the idea is capital ships could get sort of the artificial human version of these nebula, that might be a smaller bubble and have a different visual effect. And the capital ship, you could have a special capital ship that has this equipped, and you can pop it off, but it's a resource. Once the capital ship emits it, it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then once it dissipates, it can't use it again until a certain amount of time again later. But you can use it strategically as part of your strategy to like pin an enemy down, or maybe assist in an evac, etc. This was a really, this is sort of like, I saw this visual effect, it looked cool. I added a really quick basic version of it. It wasn't hard to implement right from the logic point of view. But it's a cool way for us to test this idea out now and then refine it. I already talked to Ivan a little bit about some easy ways to refine the visual effect, and of course we'll have ideas of how to refine the gameplay effect. But it's really fun, and it works in every location. I'm going to quickly teleport between the locations, and it actually... And I purposely, I didn't make the nebula super... you can still see pretty far away, right? I actually experimented with versions where you couldn't see very far away at all, especially in the racing map. It's actually kind of cool. But this is a global effect, and it hasn't even been tuned per location. It looks a little bit different per location simply because... Oh, I have to open the door. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm back. So, it looks different in every location because the fog interacts with the skyboxes and the local sun lighting of each location, right? But you'll see you can use it in any location. It's pretty flexible. You can use it in the harvester station, for example. Just to compare with it off, right? This location already had a certain amount of fog. It's just a thicker fog. You could also use it in the race location. It's actually pretty cool for racing, in my opinion, because you can't see as far ahead. And the racing location, I tried a version where it was really thick fog, like when you're in that tunnel that Box made with the little asteroids, like the small tunnels towards the small asteroids towards the end of the tunnel, they fade in over time. So it's like, it's really intense. So you have even less time to sort of see ahead. But this version, I tuned it for what I felt good for combat, right? Like you can have really cool duels, you can have good team fights. You get an immediate visual representation that you're in fog, but it's not so thick that I would think it would like completely make it impossible to play, right? Because there's obviously a limit. But we'll be experimenting with it. I have more to say on this later. I'm gonna turn it off for a second. So yeah, that's in there. Another really interesting gameplay change is the plasma factor. And the plasma factor, this came about. It's been in my back burner. I have a very long back burner, but this one in particular has been around for since we did the smart hole, right? I made using plasma weapons used to have like the little small sort of splash radius, but we got rid of that, which I think was for the best. But it also sort of made them worse than ever before, and that had done a quick hack where I just made them do a little bit more energy damage. The problem with increasing their energy damage before is that the hull damage was impartially tied to the energy damage, so I couldn't increase it too much, otherwise their hull damage would get out of whack, and I didn't have time to change the code. But what happened is I found a bug where sometimes the hull failure, when your shields failed, would do more hull damage than they was supposed to. I fixed that bug, and I changed the code then to make it easier to do this plasma change that I had in mind. The basic idea is this: you could theoretically have a plasma weapon that did 0 hull damage but did tons of shields damage, or anything in between. So it's the two values are independent now where they weren't before. And what this plasma factor does is increases the amount of damage that plasma weapons do to shields, but it does not increase the amount of damage to the hull. Of course, if your shields fail, then any weapon, whether it's plasma or not, that hits you when the shields fail will do more hull damage. So you'll notice that. But this plasma factor simply changes how much both the heavy cannon and the ricochet, and the plasma cannon do, since those are the current 2 plasma weapons in the game, how much damage they do to shields per hit. and it's by default it's at the highest setting, but you can in Plasma Factory you can tweak it down at 10% increments, all the way down to 0, which you basically get the exact same thing from before, right? They're no better. I purposely kept it on the highest value to begin with, because I wanted to see how it would feel when they were as strong as made sense for me in testing, and then sort of tune it just like we did Smart Shields or Power Burn or anything else. We've tweaked in the past, and as I said before the playtest, don't jump to conclusions. We had to test it in 1v1s and team fights, plasma versus kinetic, swap weapons, plasma and kinetic mix. There's a lot of variables, right? And where it really shines is if you get those profile shots. In the nose shields are stronger, so even though it does do more damage to your force shields have always been stronger. It's really noticeable on those side shots. So it'll be interesting to see this weapon, how it works also with Nebula on versus Nebula off, right? So that's another thing there. Okay, so that's behind the scenes. There's 3 sort of things that almost went into this build, which are going to come in the next build. One is a change to the new audio effects from the audio designer. I tested them locally. There's some changes I want to do on the programming side that I didn't have time to put in, but they'll probably be in the next build for you guys to try them out. I didn't want to put them in half-assed, because I knew immediately we would get some feedback that was really more having to do with my programming and some game settings than the sounds themselves. So I felt it wasn't worth putting it in there until that was resolved. Box, I did get a chance to try out your new modular harvester station. There's a small visual thing I want to talk to you about, but overall it was a big success. And again, for just similar reasons, I didn't want to just like shove it in without having talked to both you and Antonio. But they're almost ready to go in. And from my own local testing, it really looks nice, and it's definitely more optimal than the current harvester station. And it felt really good size-wise and everything. So we'll talk more about that offline.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty major. So it's probably best to debut that when it's really ready.
Exactly. So I wanted to talk to you about that. But I did test it, and it is in the local build, so I got to try it out. But it definitely is cool. And then the same thing with you'll notice that the Vulcan cannon is red. I was gonna add a flag to turn it purple, but I have to change the Vulcan cannon, the light on the Vulcan cannon, the lighting up the cockpit when you shoot the Vulcan cannon, the thing that hits, and I didn't get it in there. But the idea that we're gonna experiment with changing the Vulcan cannon to purple and the flat cannon to red to create more visual distinction between those weapons. Right now, the Vulcan cannon is red, the Gatling gun is yellowish orange, and the flat cannon is another different shade of yellowish orange. So I'm gonna try purple, orange, and red for those 3 kinetic weapons. We'll see what you guys think of it. I think it'll give it a more distinct visual look. It's easy enough to try. I just didn't get it in. But yeah, next week there will be some more behind-the-scenes improvements on the server, and then maybe the week after that we might see, if we're really lucky, the first version of instances. But we'll see. It's all leading up to that. And for instance version 1.0, what I'm thinking it's going to look like to you guys, you join a server. If you haven't joined it, if it's you joining it for the first time, you probably just get put in a private instance, and then you would use the ship menu to browse the instances that are available, with one of those instances being the persistent universe, which is just a single instance, right? There's no multiple instances in the persistent universe. And then any private instances that anybody else is in that you could join, something like that. But that's the current idea. Okay, guys, well, that's it. There's definitely more stuff that's in there. I'll post it in the devlog on the Discord, but I want to get into the play testing. Let me see. Do we have any new players? Nobody new is here, so we don't have to introduce them. So let's get I'm gonna do some dueling myself, and then we'll do some team matches. I really want to get some human versus human experience with both the Nebula and the Plasma thing. But you guys can speak normally now.
Yes. Since when do I speak normally?
Wait, you're American with a speech impediment?
Make a cough drop. But yeah, then there's like performance improvements and netcode improvements behind the scenes. I mean, all of us have pretty good internet connections, but I'm curious if people playing from like Sydney or like Alpha Seuss playing from South America or Starstep playing from far away, you know, people playing from far away places, if they notice it. A lot of nice low-level improvements. Okay, Zupto, you want to fight me? Is Zupto still here?
Let's go. Yeah, I'm here.
I just had to heal him real quick.
I'm gonna switch it to free-for-all so we can do more 1v1s. If you do partner up with somebody, I recommend alternating loadouts. Like one person using plasma, other person using kinetic, and switch back and forth.
You want to use plasma?
I'll use plasma to start with, and you can use anything but plasma. Okay, that includes heavy or light variants of plasma, right?
Oh, could you turn on stop to refit?
Yeah, I'll turn that on.
And
Appear on kill, stop to refit, and there we go. I see you up though. You're gonna do gap full. I'm gonna do just plasma cannon, and then I'm gonna try heavy cannon, plasma cannon next.
where are you?
Okay. I should be in your. Well, let me get closer to you. I should be in your contacts list.
There you are.
What? Let me get some water.
Ivan is shooting a nun. I'm calling the cops.
What kind of pips do I have? Huh?
Ivan, what are you ballistic or are you energy?
Dang, good fight, box. Good fight.
Good fight, mate.
Or both energy. Jesus, that's so strong.
Brain.
Oh my god, one hit.
Ah. Well, the buff is only a buff if you actually can hit the other guy. I'm not hitting something at all.
That's my problem as well.
Yeah, I've noticed with heavy cannon, it's really hard to hit people, in that or anything slow. Cool.
Yeah.
Since the hitbox got improved.
Exactly.
Well, it hasn't changed.
Well, the ease of hitting people.
It's harder to hit people than it used to be. Okay, now I'm gonna try heavy cannon, plasma cannon this time. What's up, though? You keep your build.
Okay.
Meet me and above the big potato in the center of the map. The big asteroid. I'm up above it. Right
There
here.
you are.
Okay.
You don't deserve shield.
I mean, the shields do regenerate, so you have to capitalize on them going down too. Keep that in mind.
This is really fun. Yeah, it's just like a game of pulling somebody's pants down while they try to pull your pants down.
Wow. Okay.
Good fight.
Fight.
We should also make plasma versus plasma interesting.
Actually, this makes heavy cannon versus heavy cannon like
Yeah.
a shoe joust.
You really have to manage. Okay, so it's up to let's try. You use only energy. I only use kinetic.
Okay.
You have to control for how good I'm flying that way, which is not that good, I think.
I'll stay here above the potato.
Roger.
Which one's the potato?
I don't know. One of the asteroids or the potato. I don't know which one.
Oh yeah. Good.
Okay.
Alright, set the timer.
Give me. Who's is the non one
I'll give
days?
him 32. I'll give him 32. Let's see who wins.
Days, huh?
plasma cannon, so I'm not gonna hit most of my shots.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what my idea is. Like, it's harder to hit, but if you can at least do damage to their shields, and if you can get multiple hits in, then you can really capitalize on it. Whoa. I
Okay.
destroyed you, but now you crashed into me.
Yeah. There you are.
The other thing to try would be both people using the same energy weapon. So heavy cannon versus heavy cannon versus plasma cannon. Okay.
Fernando,
And-
when I shoot a wreckage in whatever setting this is, there's an angry piano.
An angry piano?
Yeah, you shoot like destroy a ship and then shoot the wreckage of a player.
Okay. I'll check
I
it
don't know
out.
if you're getting that. There's like a piano every.
No, there shouldn't be.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
think
get
I
it.
heard. I think I heard that. Yeah, when I shot a wreckage right after. I heard some sound. I don't know what it was though.
Oh, there's the hit confirm from hitting wreckages. Are you sure it's not the same hit confirm you
I
always
have
get?
hit confirm turned off.
Oh, maybe I forgot to check to see if it's off for when it hits a wreckage.
Is
That's
it
probably what
supposed
it
to
is.
be like an angry piano noise?
It's the ping ping ping. I mean, turn it on and shoot a human. It's the same sound that Lamaro made a long time ago for it.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It sounds more disruptive. Like it's
Huh.
not like a subtle click like that one. It's like
Huh.
it's like
Yeah, it's a
actual
different
piano
sound.
note, like somebody sitting at a piano and whacking their finger on.
Huh. Yeah, I'll try after if I
don't know
kill
it's a bug or
Zupto.
something.
Yeah, it could be a bug. It could be a bug. I haven't created any
can't
wreckage.
Aim with plasma cannon. Ah.
Yeah, like I see my shield's getting dangerously close to going down, but it, you know, at least with plasma, it's not.
I can't aim with plasma.
I
Oh.
see a spirit again.
Woo.
Hold on, I'm gonna play box real quick.
Okay, let me shoot at Zupto's wreckage here. Try heavy cannon, plasma cannon, or just heavy cannon. It's easier to hit.
Ow! Who shot me?
Oh yeah, it is playing the weird sound.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a bug. That's the sound that plays when you shoot somebody who has been
Right, man.
destroyed in survival mode and they're dead.
Oh,
You know, that's what it is. It's saying damage negated. It shouldn't be playing that sound.
it's terrifying.
Box, how close did
that's
I get
the
you
bug.
there?
I'll fix it.
You are not supposed to shoot this wreckage.
Like I said, well, on the surface, a lot of things remain the same. Behind the scenes, the code changed, and some of the code for the wreckages changed that, and it ended up with this bug.
Another bug I think I noticed. You know the free look key when I'm not using tracking. I don't think it's working.
Free look is not working.
It didn't last.
Free look works for me.
Does it?
For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might have been fixed. That was last patch. I haven't actually tested it. I just wanted to ask. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'll fix that wreckage thing. That won't take more than a few minutes.
Where'd you go, Fernando?
I'm drifting out the middle. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so try now with heavy cannon.
I will.
And then what I'll do after this one is I'm going to switch to the bomber. You stay in your light with energy weapons and see how bomber versus, because that'll be easier for you to hit me. I'm going to use flak in my bomber. And
Oh.
see how that fight turns out. And then we'll do mixed loadouts. Okay, there we go.
I'm doing a mixed loadout right now. It's pretty fun.
Like Vulcan heavy cannon should be interesting with this change.
Yeah,
I'm doing,
it is.
yeah, heavy cannon.
And I did fix the bug where like I said, the shield failure was doing a lot more damage than it should. down shields. But see, I got the sound from my shields failing, but you weren't able actually to capitalize it.
Yeah, problem is when I use dual weapons, you're dead. You can instantly capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Ooh,
That's what
I
we're gonna
would've
test
tried
that
that.
too. Don't worry.
Like on its own, it's not that big of a problem. Also, because I stuck at using it on its own. But
Oh yeah, who wants to fight?
Nice shot. Good fight.
What? Ivan, what happened?
I lost.
Ooh.
I was shooting too much. I was out of energy, so I couldn't really shoot.
Okay. So yeah, now try Vulcan. Actually, before you do Vulcan heavy cannon, try heavy cannon plasma cannon versus my bomber.
okay.
Oh, is the SRS's not being able to be shot down live now?
Yeah, you can't shoot him down.
Doesn't make him any better though. Like
Yeah, like I said, how often do you actually? Usually, it's much better in a real game to just avoid them than taking the time to shoot them down. Other than the coolness factor, it really didn't. It didn't really.
Spiders.
I see box on my 6. Is that because you want to fight me,
Well,
or is
you're
just
the nearest
coincidence?
person, so yeah. So
Let me fight Zopto one time because since I'm fighting him multiple times, it gives me a better sort of
yeah, the
measuring stick.
consistency.
Yeah, it's more consistent.
all right, I'm here.
Okay. And you guys feel free to do the same kind of experiments I'm doing with Zopto between yourselves. More people do it, the better. Okay, so let's see.
Ow!
Crashed into the bomber.
Oh my god.
That's still the most damaging attack.
yeah, crashing into you. Oh man, that hurt.
Took out your shield and your hull.
Box.
Feel the power. No, stop wiggling.
I have no energy. I can't ever approach you because I instantly waste all my energy.
Well, don't use both. Use only the heavy cannon and layer in the plasma more selectively. That's the trick to using both those weapons. Yeah,
You see, that doesn't really fit into my playstyle.
I know. Well, you're about to get to use your playstyle, Vulcan heavy cannon. Next. I figured you were the perfect person to test this against, because I knew that would be a strong combo, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't, you know, too strong. So I figured who better to test it against than Zopto.
Dang.
Oh,
this sucks.
yeah.
Speaking of which, what did you think about the idea? It was Bach's idea, but I thought it's a pretty cool one. Of making the
Vulcan purple.
Vulcan purple.
Oh, I like
his idea was to change the color. I think I suggested purple, and they say, "Well, Zopto's gonna like that."
I like the idea, but I think it breaks some of the consistency.
What do
Because
you mean?
all of the kinetic weapons have this bright, typically reddish, orangish, yellowish color. They all fit within that color scheme.
Right,
where
metallic.
where all the energy weapons are like kind of this bright, more mellow color. Not mellow, but more bright.
Right,
Yeah, like bright white or like bright blue.
right.
I think having Vulcan be green would or not green, purple would kind of break that.
It'll look more energy-ish, but red is kind of energy-ish too. But
I mean,
the
The
other alternative is to
red, but...
the original idea
Yeah.
for Box was actually a different shade of orange for Vulcan. But then it is both a strong. It's both like almost everything. It's like it's got its positive side and its negative. Positive side, if it was orange, for example, then all the kinetic weapons have a color scheme in common, right? They're all various shades of yellow to orange, which makes sense. Like bronze and metal, actual real world bullets kind of do have that color, right?
yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna try it.
I mean,
Let's
there's no
see what-
harm. It would look cool, but
Yeah, no, that's
I
good.
just
It's a
feel
good
like it's a great
observation.
color scheme.
Okay, let's try. So now, yeah, Vulcan heavy cannon versus my bomber. Let's see how you do.
2 pips is too much. I buffer with 1 pip. I don't get it. I need 2.
You guys are freaks of nature. That's how it is. Somebody had to say it.
Yeah, as long as you're
Close
not getting
spots.
to my weak spots, I can
Yeah, it's pretty
manage
close.
my shields pretty well.
Dang, it's a good fight.
Good fight.
The other thing, the more obvious effect on shields makes it more obvious that energy weapons are good to use against shields, you know? As
Does it
before,
have a
it's kinda
different
hard to
effect?
tell.
I never noticed.
They do more damage to shields. They've always done more damage to shields.
Oh, well, yeah,
It
but...
just wasn't as obvious as it is now. When you actually see the shield really,
It's not, yeah, it's...
you can see it more on the receiving or on the giving side of things if you look at the UI. That's what I mean. My shields popped the first time there, but they're already pretty low because of the hull damage.
Gotta get out of that tanky bomber.
Yeah, so that felt pretty balanced actually.
Well, yeah,
You
because
know,
you're in the bomber, and
yeah, the
actually,
bomber.
you're actually a good bomber pilot. I find it hard to get around you.
Yeah. I practice a lot with the bomber. It's probably my best ship in a 1v1 duel. Okay, let me try the light fighter. See how that is. But again, you know, I'll have to try it with somebody who I usually get my ass whooped by in a light fighter anyways. So it doesn't really matter what plasma factor is. So I'll have to test it against somebody who's more even with me. But let's try that. But yeah, but in the bomber, as long as I avoid you hitting my weak shields, you know, yeah, my shields go down, but then I'm careful to let them go back up, and it wasn't too bad. Okay, Zupto, meet me, and let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you usually use? The bomber?
I use the bomber. Daze has been using the bomber ever since they got the same tough speed across the board.
Where are you, Fernando?
Above the big asteroid. There you are. Okay. And let's do it. Fly by.
You didn't change to... Okay.
Into the light.
Yeah, but that's all... Ow.
Dang.
Dang, that's crazy. Like, it sucks aiming with plasma weapons, but like if you can get it just a little bit, yeah, it's over.
Satisfying.
That's crazy.
They really incentivize. They also really incentivize you to flank your opponent because that's where you can really wreck their shields.
Did you like do a secret buff to flak or something?
No, I've just been practicing with this weapon a lot.
Okay.
It's
I've
my
been a
primary weapon when it's my primary weapon when I fly the bomber.
The weapon where you don't have to
Oh.
aim?
You still have to aim. It's just,
Roughly.
with the
North,
bomber,
south, west, okay.
it's hard to hit people. Oh, you need something with high projectile velocity.
Yeah, just joking. There
Okay,
is some
you-
aim involved.
Yeah, your shields have been lower than mine, just from the energy usage.
Well, yeah, that's how it is.
Rat spirit gum. Like if you can get my energy down, you just shoot some of the SRMs. Pretty much dead.
Right. I couldn't really hit you with the PLC, but I figured a good combo between the energy weapons and the SRS is pretty cool.
I don't know. It feels like flak is doing more damage than it normally does. I don't know.
It's the
Probably
same.
'cause
I haven't touched
He might
it.
be hitting you with it.
Maybe some secret
Yeah.
bug. You did a bug fix and it fixed it or something. I don't
That's
remember it doing nearly that much damage.
Okay. I'll switch to a different weapon. How's that? I'm gonna use heavy fighter.
The commit.
Heavy fighter gat. Let's see how that turns.
Oh no, it's so oppressive. Not the gat.
Oh, stand on my ass, Ivan.
Heavy fighter Vulcan. How's that?
Good fight.
I don't
Good
care.
fight.
I don't care.
Good fight.
Let's see what people are. We have four. We could do a 4v4. Just start thinking about teams.
Oh,
And I think for the team fight, how about
Oh my god.
one team should use mixed kinetic energy loadouts, and the other one only kinetic. Would that be a good idea?
Yeah, that'd work.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm just really high up. Okay, got you targeted.
There you
Okay.
are.
So this is a guy I haven't flown in a while, so I'm a little bit new. I've also developed some new combat techniques. You know, part of being sick is you think a lot.
Yeah, you definitely changed a bit. I can't hit you as
Yeah.
much.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys a story about back in like I don't know, it was 2004. Between jobs, me and Amanda went on a backpacking trip through Europe for like 3 months, and that's back when I was playing a lot of IL-2 Sturmovik. I brought a lot of like, you know, flight history books, some really cool books like, you know, the journals of like fighter pilots, but I really thought about my combat tactics. And at that time I ran a stats server for IL-2 for my squadron. So I could see my stats, my kill death ratio, hit percentages, all that before and after the trip. And even though I hadn't played at all for 3 months, I came back and all my stats went up. Purely from just thinking about new ways of flying. So it just shows how much like the strategy side, even though it's a real-time action game, makes a difference. And I know I made improvements because I was testing out my gamepads, and I used my new strategy with the gamepad, and I was like, man, I can actually do, even with the gamepad, I have horrible aim, but just simply by flying better, I was actually able to fight pretty well with the gamepad. So you might have fought an Anon that was me flying with a gamepad and not even realized it.
Maybe.
Zopto's not buying it.
I mean, he is whole equipped, therefore I instantly am worse because I can't blitz you to death.
Yeah, so see, this doesn't feel as OP as you were saying when you first tried it. I'm saying, if you see it on like somebody who isn't dodging it, it's like, wow, it's impressive, but then you try it in real combat, and it's, you know, it's a different story. And the nice thing is the plasma cannon factor is a global setting, but I can tune it per weapon. So like in the future, if I add like, I'm thinking of adding like a laser repeater, which is like an energy version of the gap, and instead of like a spool up weapon, it's like a semi-automatic, shoots burst fire.
Oh yes, add that.
And maybe that one, you might not want it to, you know, still have its shield bonuses, but maybe it won't be quite as noticeable as it is with the plasma cannon, right? Because it has the higher projectile velocity, and it has triple, you know, fire. So there's room to tweak it on a per weapon basis as well.
Added. Need a burst fire weapon.
Yep.
And there we go. We'd have 3
Yeah, then
energy
when I
weapons.
add that weapon, then the interesting thing is, well, then what happens if somebody has GAT and the energy repeater equipped at the same time? You know, then you have to think about stuff like that. But yeah, the idea is to plan to add more kinetic weapons, more energy weapons and stuff over time. While being careful not to step in different weapons' shoes and still having them all sort of combo together nicely. We don't want everybody using the same stuff all the time. Okay, guys, finish up your duels, and then we'll do a test team fight. I would do a test Nebula team fight, but I know for some people that might be too painful. But we'll start with the regular non-Nebula thing.
Can we
And
get
then maybe-
the Nebula parameter without the
Nebulas that don't affect your pit.
Yeah, because we might need that for new maps anyway.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Let's talk about it a little bit more in CIC
Yeah.
later, okay? Yeah. I think SRS gonna be 5 minutes. That's true. There could be less of an impact.
You could just.
They still do work.
You could just have it as like if we have like this sort of idea where heavy gaseous areas turn down your sensors. You can only like do like SRS won't work. We can't work.
They all be different levels, like Nebula level 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like a category 1 hurricane. Think of it, it's almost like space weather, right? Obviously, in real life nebulas, they're more narrow, but you want to make space more interesting. There could be different categories. That's the idea I thought of. So, like, category 1, maybe only shortened sensors. You still have pips, but they show up later. You know, you get the idea. I'm sure you guys can all. But I think that might be the coolest way of doing it, is having categories of it. But it opens up the game space in interesting ways, for sure. Level tells your average horror game experience, yeah.
Is dumbfiring SRMs something that could happen?
Yeah,
You can already dumbfire them if you don't have a target. And you can pre-fire them before you get into radar range. That is actually practical. You know, then they fly in a straight line, and then once you get into radar range, they'll start homing.
But you can fly sideways. They're useless.
Well, I can fly up and down, Zapdo.
You fly any direction that isn't towards them, and they automatically become useless. Like,
well, the other thing, this is again not something I'm doing right now, but I've been thinking, I've always talked to you guys about there's long-term plans for ion weapons, because that gives you the ability to disable people without killing them. Well, there can be ion missiles too. And since those don't actually blow you up, they could technically be made stronger in terms of homing capabilities than damage-dealing long-range weapons, because they're not nearly as disruptive, right? You get hit by one, some of your systems might be off, but you can still fight, and as long as you avoid getting hit by more than one, then it's not as big of a deal, right? And then those might work different. So there's lots of things with the Nebula and the weapons that can also be impacted. Okay, let's see about teams here. I'm gonna turn on, anybody finishing a really hairy fight, I don't want to interrupt it. Otherwise I'm gonna switch to team mode on.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on teams then.
We're not doing Nebula though.
These teams...
Not for the first second turn 2 on even. I think it looks pretty reasonable. Smartass, Spirit, Box, Maxi, Ivan, Zopto, Days, Me. How's that? That's what the random number generator gave us. Oh, we got somebody on chat. Hey, Saltine.
Hey.
Had planned to join, but wife decided to do something in yard, so now I can't play. Boo! Sorry, Saltine. No worries, mate. Next time. But it's good to hear from you.
Who we got? So me, Box, and Maxi, huh?
I'm gonna separate us into different voice channels.
Cool. But
Actually,
no
but
Nebula,
who's gonna
right?
use what loadout? That's the question.
I'll say it in a second. Okay, so it's us versus them. For the first fight, let's see.
Oh no, I am being dead.
Oh, the poor bot. Oh.
We win.
Yeah, we got 2 points.
Oh, one left.
Okay.
Let's even out the score. I'll kill the one turret. Sacrifice.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay, so our rule. They can't use energy weapons. Our rule is you can use any weapon, but if you have a kinetic weapon, Vulcan Gat, or flat cannon, you have to have either plasma cannon and heavy cannon as a secondary.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You could do only energy weapons you want to, but you're not forced to do that.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. And Dave, for the interest of testing this out better, focus on attacking, not on mining or bombing them or anything like that. So this is the primary things to see the balance in a team fight of energy versus non-energy weapons, with energy weapons used in the mixed loadout. I'll turn off the bots. Turn off repair on kill. Stop to refit is off. Enemy call signs will be off. Enemy loadouts will be off as well. Rich salvage is off. Salvage is off. That's fine. Oh, the sound on the wreckages was because salvage was off. Here, let me blow somebody up. I'll blow you up, Daze. Die in the name of science.
Oh, Ivan blew up first, but the wreckage is gone.
Where did he go? There's no wreckage.
There's no.
That's because the salvage is off.
What?
That's why. The salvage off, there's
No wreckage is on team kill. Oh, yeah.
Oh! Okay, never mind then. I'm gonna...
There's no wreckages nearby either. Forgot you did that. Wreckage is on.
Is that what it is? Hey, stand still, somebody. Let me
You were on a
blow you
reset
up.
break,
Oh.
and you're gonna die to all the turrets immediately anyway.
Ah! Okay, never mind. Well, I'll try that later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, stop shooting me. Stop shooting me. I'm on your team. I'm switching to your team. Okay. Restroom break.
Now you're doing it. Yeah, push him. Like, get him out of here.
are we playing the match already?
No, we're waiting for Fernando to come back.
Oh, there's the wreckage.
Kill him. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Pretty far out. Some skins. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to turn it on, otherwise you might be gone. Shoot a nun.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
Okay, so let's split up into two pairs. Ivan and me, stop donde, huh?
Okay.
Try to stay close to your wingman. Try to stick close to all four of us. Let's not get spread out too far. Oh my god, I drifted out into the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna teleport us to different maps.
Ow! We're getting butchered over here. Oh, middle of no. Oh,
I'm back.
you're back.
We got spread apart. And I'm actually gonna turn on stop to refit. It's easier for us to experiment that way. I'll let the enemy know that.
Oh. Oh.
Don't let the enemy know.
What?
The enemy should never know.
Do not give your enemy the information. Blah blah blah. Sun Tzu. Blah blah blah.
Okay. Ready?
Blah blah blah. Sun Tzu. Blah blah blah.
Ready to go.
Okay.
My favorite Sun Tzu quote.
What's your Sun Tzu quote?
We were like, don't tell the enemy that it's on, and then like blah blah blah, Sun Tzu, blah 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 blah. Don't tell the enemy, blah blah blah.
Oh, you guys are funny. Okay. Let's see if they're ready. What we got here? Okay, where's Ivan?
I'm here.
Okay, he's doing dual energy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Ivan with the DPS still for sure. If you get, like it really will accentuate the top-down shots because when the shields fail, you do more hull damage. The shields are weaker, so it's easier to get them down. So it really makes a big difference.
Let us go. Please.
Okay, we got enemy light below us. Seems to be. I don't see anybody else with him. You see him there?
What is he doing?
Ivan, you see the enemy light?
Yeah.
And he's almost dead because I got him.
Let's go for him. Well, it's a different
Shot
one.
on him.
Me and Ivan are going for somebody else. Ah shit, I got one on my 6. I gotta break off. I'm breaking off.
Coming to you.
Got spirit.
Another light fighter with Vulcan. Thanks for the assist, Ivan. Roger. Zopto's critical. Dave's try to give him some support.
He's trying, but I think he. Are we close to? No, I'm gonna fly away from the battleship.
This guy's about half full, but so am I. Yvonne, you're in danger?
Wait, Spirit got me, but then I kill Spirit. What? Anyway, Dave, I'll get back over there and help you.
I am in danger.
You got 2 of them on you. Mine is going after. My guy's going after you too.
Okay. I am heading.
Okay, he broke off.
Okay, I'm here, Diz.
Oof. I got you. I got you. Alright. Heading back to you.
Oh shit! His wingman came up to me.
Ow! Okay, I got boxed, so it's not all bad.
Can anybody, if anybody's free, come head toward. Okay, I see you're free. You see there, Yvonne.
Yeah, heading.
I'll come help you, though. I'm gonna drag
Yeah,
another one over
there's
here.
2 of them here.
Ow.
It's almost dead. Yeah, I'm almost dead too, but both of us are struggling
If
here.
you want to fly away, I'll come back, because I'm gonna respawn.
I got
And right now.
Ah, Box got me with the Vulcan. That was him, but he's really low.
Oh gosh.
Spirit kill.
We keep flying over there. We need to not do that.
Yeah,
Here, I'm gonna
let's
walk-
regroup if we can.
Alright, heading back to.
Head back to our base, guys. Yep.
Well, I don't think Dave's gonna really do that right now. Actually, Dave just flew into the heart of the enemy, so
Days, where is he?
let's go to him.
Yep. Well, we might end up. Days, if you can try flying towards us, so we don't, because you're right above the enemy base.
Yeah, he's fine. He's in a bomber.
Fly back, because then we're gonna end up with the same situation where we help Days, but then we're gonna end up getting them more points. Fly towards us, up though, Days. Get back over here. How much does he have? He has more than half his hull. He can disengage a little bit. Come on, do your ultimate evasion right above the enemy base. Try pulling them towards the center.
That's not
Oh, no,
gonna work.
He's in trouble. I don't know. It's like, do I want to save his life? Okay, try to fly higher up. At least you'll be higher away from the enemy.
Another guy. There's 2 of them.
I'm on the one that's on Days.
Alright.
I'm on the one that broke off. One of them broke off onto me, though. I hit a rock.
See, now you're both in danger. Oh, we really. Okay, let's regroup, guys. Ivan, let's get out of there. We're gonna end up getting them, instead of giving them 2 kills, we're gonna end up getting 4 kills. Zopto, retreat.
I got what I wanted.
We have to push the fight away from that zone. Let's not fight in the enemy territory.
But bonus points.
We have 7 minutes.
But bonus.
It's not gonna be worth it when you're that low. You're
We're
low
gonna
on.
go repair. I mean, they're gonna chase me
you're
back
low on
here.
a hole. Let's follow Zopto back to the base.
One of them, whoever's following me, is on low. No, they broke
No,
off.
he's far away. They broke off. They're going for a repair.
No, one of them didn't.
I mean, maybe Days can take him out before he dies. Okay, here we got one coming in. Let him get in closer. Let him go. We use you as bait, and then we do to them what they did to us. You know, you repaired?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
below to the right of our base. Days is still alive. No, he died. Okay.
No, he didn't. He's alive and all well.
Well, he must have died because he had damage before. Days, don't fight so close to the enemy. You're dragging us back into the enemy base. Try to spike closer to the center asteroid into our base.
We have very different philosophies for fighting.
I know. I think their team is probably more united. In there. Okay, let's fight around Days here. But at least we're not near the enemy base. Oof. I think Days just hit an asteroid.
I got one on my tail.
Okay, I'm going to you, Zopto. Got your target targeted. It's this light fighter, right?
Yeah, whoever's chasing me, I don't know who it is, but
Oh, I got some good hits on him. Oof, I hit a rock.
Come on.
He broke off.
Get him, Fernando. I'm gonna take this time to go
Yeah.
repair.
Go see if you can help Yvonne, unless you're
I'm
not too
almost
hurt.
dead.
You're almost
I'm dead. I'm
He's
almost
already dead.
dead.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this guy off and score some points for our team because he's almost dead.
I ain't letting you do that, boy.
Got him. It was spirit gum. Okay, heading back to the base.
They're
Days-
circling our capital ship.
Yeah,
So.
Days, head towards our capital ship. I'll help you. Look, head towards the capital ship. I'm on your 6, following the guy that's right on your 6. It's a heavy fighter. I'll let you know if he breaks off, but he's still on you. I'm shooting him. Got some hits on him, but he killed you.
I got one. I'm coming to help you, Fernando.
Okay, box got me. 16 to 11. 6 to 11. We can bring this back up. We're only 5 behind.
And they're getting bonus points because we're fighting our capital ship.
That's true.
Fighting your capital ship is bad. Don't do it.
Not too near, not too far. Right? That's the sweet spot. We don't want to be fighting above theirs, unless we're really
better to
dominating
fight
them.
above theirs than it is to fight above.
The problem with plasma is I can't get anybody fast enough with it. It's too
Yeah,
You don't have to hit.
hard
You
to
can
hit.
use a combination.
Yeah, try Vulcan and Heavy Cannon.
I'm doing good.
Oh shit. Or Gap. Yeah.
So I'm coming, Fernando. If you
I
want to
got
try
2
to.
of them on me. Yep. I'll
I
head
have
towards
3 of them on you, actually.
3. Okay, I'm out.
Oh, there's that piano sound.
Heading towards Yvonne. And you guys, I'm 7 kilometers out. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Damn.
One chasing Days. Going on that one. Days, try to circle towards me. Ah, he got him.
I'm fighting box, but I have a second one on me.
Yeah, I'm on this one of the 2 that you're on.
I got box, but I'm
Good.
low.
Okay, trying to get your tail. Ah shit, I'm in trouble too. Oh, Spirit got me. Damn, Spirit's gone so much better.
Hey, I have an LRM. Huh, okay.
Okay, Zopto. Oh my god, he's low. I respawn, I'm heading your way. Never mind.
Now we need to pull back.
Okay, I'll help you guys retreat. Going to Yvonne. He's low. He's above. They're below the map. Zopto.
I'm coming.
I'm going for Yvonne's tail. On him. And his wingman is already on me. Shit.
Trying
Yvonne, I think that the one that was chasing before has broke off you, but I don't know if you have a different tail, but I don't see you anywhere.
They all broke
He's
onto
on
me,
the
I
hill.
think.
They don't know our names, but
They can tell. I got one. I'm like half though.
oh, good kill, Yvonne.
finally something.
One's coming in behind you, Fernando. I'm on his tail.
Roger.
though. See if I can get him to break off. I can't. Yeah.
It's okay.
Not
Ivan's
gonna
in
hit
danger.
Don't stay still.
Okay, heading towards Ivan. Sorry, I couldn't get him off you fast enough. Ah man, 19 to 12. Good fight on their part. I didn't do so hot.
Well, they had better tactics, but they also used, I think, even with heavy cannon, like it's still not as fast as Vulcans. That's what they were all using, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it shows that 1.0 might not be as strong as we thought it was, at least, maybe. But we need to do more testing, to be sure.
I don't think it's bad.
Keep in mind, the other thing, I don't want us to get too... I do want to tweak it over time, but also, it's okay, you know. At least it didn't make heavy cannon and plasma cannon any worse than it was in all the previous builds, right? So, keep it that way. Okay, let's see what they want to do, since they're down in man. And we might do a Nebula fight, but switch the teams around.
Yeah, not a Nebula fight.
Okay, guys, since Spirit is gone, I mean, the energy weapons, it's hard to see. You know, we're gonna have to test this some more. And the guys who are on the ladder, definitely, you know, try incorporating them if you feel they're useful in your ladder fights. I mean, Zopto obviously is gonna do it because he likes to use heavy cannon Vulcan, and that only got better. But you know, we need to play more to really get a better idea. But obviously, it didn't make us OP because we lost. What do you guys want to do since Spirit left and you're one man down? Do you want to swap up the teams? Do you guys want to do a Nebula fight? What do you want to do?
I'm probably gonna try it, but I don't mind it.
Nebula fight at the Harvester, maybe?
I was thinking in old blue.
Yeah, that could work.
And
It's nicer.
let's see. So I know Maxi's quite good without pips. Box I think is pretty good. Smartass is not so good, right? Zopto's not so good with it. Do you want to keep the same teams and do a Nebula fight? And if it's really lopsided, we swap somebody, or I'll go spectator mode.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then for this fight, I highly recommend you use high projectile velocity weapons, so nobody's forced to use energy weapons for sure. I mean, if you want to, you can.
And I probably need my glasses for that indicator on the enemy.
You have to use the radar itself a lot.
I mean, LRMs won't home, so
They will home. They just have reduced homing performance. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they all home, and you won't be able to keep a target lock outside of 4 kilometers. So they're more like medium range homing missiles. Okay, I'll leave stop to refit on so you can experiment more with builds. But since their Nebula is on, and same team, but man, you guys really did well. So congrats on that fight. Oh god. Okay. So with the sensor Nebula, it should be easier for us to retreat, and we do have a one-man advantage. So, and we don't have to use energy weapons anymore. I'm going to go.
Yeah, but like without a pip, I'm like half a man.
I know, but so is Smartass, right? I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go light fighter, heavy cannon, plasma cannon. See if paradoxically, and get rid of the ATC. That's useless. And see if paradoxically I do better because they have a harder time hitting too. Actually, I might do bomber energy weapons. Totally unconventional loadout. We do have one man up. Let's at least kind of group together at the beginning of the fight. And we have 2 wild cards on our team because I know Zopto and Daze sort of fly their own way. Okay,
I mean,
Ivan.
it works. So
It does work. It does work. I won't say that it doesn't work. This is very different from how I normally do it. Exactly. That's why I put you guys on the same element pair. Do what you want. Okay, I just might not always rescue you if you're deep inside enemy territory. I'm in a bomber, Ivan, so if we need to group up, it's really useful for you to fly towards me. Because even though I get the same top speed, it just takes me longer to turn around because of the lower acceleration.
2 bombers, 2 lights.
But I'm heavy. Yeah, we got 2 bombers. This is interesting. But I'm pretty good with this bomber.
Ready? The nebula's so thick you can't even see their messages.
Is it not ready? What happened over there? Okay,
They're
Roger.
strategizing.
Take your time. Let's see what our team is using. Zopto, the Gap Bull, Light Hull. Days with the Rock LRM MU. I better turn on salvage, otherwise you're not gonna get anything out of that.
MMU? I mean, if he picks up the wreckages and salvages them, theoretically he could.
Yeah.
The fog helps. Yeah, it'll be harder to spot wreckages too. I wonder if turning night vision on will actually help.
Oh, box. Something happened to box. Oh.
I wonder if night vision will help with all the dense fog. Actually,
it can help sometimes, but it can also hurt too because the fog sort of bounces light around. I think they modeled that.
Yeah, it's faster just to probably get a wreckage and manufacture an LRM. Oh, they're ready. So
their reload time is not as bad as it used to be.
Did you change it again?
Yeah, I changed it a while ago.
No, it's kind of meh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn
Here we
my
go.
vision on. I'm completely blinded if I look at the planet, but
Is that my wingman there? Okay, Ivan is on my
is that a
side.
wreckage or is that an actual? No, these are wreckages.
Okay, that's a wreckage in the center of the map.
Wait, I could act like a wreckage and they'll never know.
Oh, they can tell vision. Oh, there's one.
No, they can't tell visually.
To our left. 2 of them. Okay, he's in radar range. I got the light fighter targeted. I'm engaging.
I don't know who's who. Is this person the guy? Yeah, it's this guy.
And we're both targeting the same one. Good, perfect. Oh, he hit the rock twice. Hit the rock twice, but not at very high speed.
Oh, the little ring helper doesn't pop up. I'm never gonna hit anybody.
It's pure Jedi. Try the flat and getting real close.
Yeah,
I
I'm
with the energy weapons in a bomber. I think you can do it. You just need to practice.
Don't blame me if I do team kills. Okay, I can't tell. Yes. Oh, I'd start with no ammo. Who's shooting me?
I think this is spirit. This is smart ass. That's who this is. Ivan, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, because if I need to, are you winning the engagement or are they winning the engagement?
I am winning.
Okay, good. Otherwise, I will break off.
Oh, I have 2 of them on me.
Oh. So maybe I can help Zopto in the meantime, huh?
I got one of them to half health because we like rammed into each other, but
I see him.
there's one of them now. It's like
I'm on him. Ivan's in danger. Heading your way, Ivan. Well, I got separated from you. You're 4 clicks away. That's what I get for helping Zopto. How bad is the other guy?
He's like more than halfway down.
Okay.
I'm gonna escape real quick.
I'm heading towards you 6 kilometers out. You can target allies from any distance, so.
maybe that should be changed in the nebula. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I got the guy that you damaged. Target. I'm gonna try to finish him off. Why don't you repair in the meantime, huh?
This is a very low scoring match, I think.
Yeah. Well, Makes sense. It would be.
I got one guy on the ropes, but no, I'm thinking 2 of them on me. Ah!
It might be a good idea to sneak up on the capital ship and just hit him because it's hard to see.
Oh yeah, finishing them off when they're going for repairs would be very useful.
Oh,
Heading your way, Fernando.
Roger. Oh shit! He got on my 6. He got on my 6. I almost had him too. Okay, managed to get up in the front.
oh, dang it!
Dang, it's hard to see.
I'm still fighting this guy. I'm down to this whole con.
I Okay, one.
Got him.
Okay, these guys are
Got
definitely gonna repair.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in for repairs. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I got the first kill. Oh, they got a kill too.
Yeah, they killed me. I got ganked. One of them should be low. Then definitely head back. Oh, will the turrets shoot me? Yes, they will. I see him. Oh, I am not in a good spot.
I just got a kill with a heavy plasma cannon in the bomber. Yeah, it's harder to hit, but they were having a hard time hitting me, so I could maneuver in a lot closer. Ooh, who's that? Enemy fighter is super low.
I know, that's the guy I beat up last time, but I couldn't finish him.
Voice chat.
Dang it!
Did you kill the new player?
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, he should sit this one out. I got 20 SRSs on my 6, but I avoided them. Okay, Von, I'm heading towards you. Wow. Alright.
I think I have like 3 of them on me or something.
Zupto?
Yeah.
Okay, let's head towards Zupto then.
Do keep in mind one of them's like really low, so it might be a good
Yeah, it does
idea
make it
to
hard.
go with them.
That's the whole point. It's like fighting in a horrible weather kind of thing. It's not easy.
Yeah, I'm getting like 2v1s and
Okay, I'm heading your way. I got one targeted.
that guy's trying to repair. I won't let him. Oh, he already repaired. It's pointless.
If he can fly towards me, it'll be easier for me to pick him off.
Lock. Oh, I'm not dead though. I'm fine. Seems they broke off actually. I'm gonna take this time to repair.
Ooh. Thanks the guy Von.
Can't look. Forgets.
Heading your way, Fernando.
Huh? Heading my way? Okay.
Heading your way.
I don't know who I'm looking at here. No, yeah, it's
Woo! I got one on my 6! He's banging on me hard!
Heading
He's
there.
good as a heavy fighter. Okay.
oh, I have 2 of them on me again. Hi.
Ready, switch away from those LRMs so you can support.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for too. Kind of shooting wildly.
Oh shit. Got one of my 6. Ah sh. I got 2 of them on me.
Sorry. Fair.
I got. Oh, okay. How was I supposed to know? He's using Vulcan heavy cannon. Yeah, well, I'm almost dead, so. Yeah. Okay.
Ah, box got me.
Chasing after an enemy or an ally?
Okay, going to Ivan. Give it to enemy. You
yeah,
get
I'm
the enemy color and symbol diamond. And
Well,
its
no,
allies.
if they're too far away, I have no idea.
No, you have no. That's alright. You have no clue. I'm heading towards Ivan.
I mean, I know who I'm targeting, but I don't know who's the one I'm trying to shoot.
Switching to the nearest target near him. This must be the one you're on, huh? This guy's you've lost half his hull.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm on the one. He's like almost there.
Well, now they're all here, so.
Ooh, nice kill there. Delta Z with flash you were able to hit.
Yeah, he wasn't really targeting. I think he's trying to shoot somebody
It's
else.
the new guy.
He's using Vulcan heavy cannon, so I don't think he, like, I don't identify that as new.
Yeah, but he's new to these settings. Doesn't really know what's going on, probably.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ivan's critical. Help Ivan if you can. I'm trying to help him.
Somebody's on my 6.
That is not a light.
Yeah, I'm on the guy that's on your 6, but I'm not able to shake him off yet. Let's see if I can just kind of scare him with some. Oh, he got you.
Oh, I'm getting double teamed again. It hurts a lot.
Close critical.
Oh, actually, I'm out of ammo.
I'm kind of heading your ways up though. See if I can catch you.
I am also at the enemy capital ships. I am in the worst possible position. Okay. I'm out of ammo at the enemy capital ship. I have 2 of them on me. Can't do anything. Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch. Hold on.
I'm here to help. Actually, well, it's almost over anyway.
Ah man, about to end. GG.
I will take note that when the open world comes out, I will never step foot in a nebula.
Well, it could be a level 1 nebula, and you can handle that and work your way up to level 3.
Oh, well, nebulas have different levels, so
That's
intensity.
what idea. Exactly.
Like, the nebula might be more dense than the other one.
Cool, man.
Okay. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh.
You got some good kills. But yeah, it's really hard, as you can tell.
Yeah,
If you're doing a 1v1 like you and Chungus were doing, then it's it's a different level of difficulty. Once you enter into a team fight where you're not just facing each other one-on-one, it's a lot harder to play without a HUD, basically. But I think probably the best way to do it is to have different levels of nebula, basically level 1, level 2, level 3, and have the basic nebula not have nearly such strong effects, and we can have really strong nebulas that are, you know, really hard, and those would be really rare, you know, less common, less critical in terms of, you know, you can avoid them if you don't want to fight them whatsoever. But there could be some valuable mining in there, right? And that gives us room to experiment with it, and also give people time to gradually get used to it, and it keeps it optional too. So that's my idea for that. But yeah, you guys want to do a non-nebula fight then? Same 3v3?
Oh, I'm about to head off for today. So
Oh, Max.
sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think I also have to check
Okay.
my own.
Okay.
Okay.
I can switch teams too. So.
Good fights, guys. See you
Good
then.
fight.
Bye.
Bye.
Good fights.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
Do you have some copper
Well-
drops?
Yeah, I do. I need to get another one. I think I might call it a day too. It's already 11 p.m. over here.
Get some honey down you too.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for testing. It was fun. And I'm looking forward to next week's playtest. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I know the cough